Good morning. Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, Unity. Good morning. Hope you guys had a fantastic week. Feel free to sing with us. Please join me. Let's bring out the mood. Standing outside the door of love and mercy, you wonder if there's a place there for you. You know there's peace inside, but you're still searching for someone who understands the pain that you've been through. Where the doors are locked, the lights are on. What are you waiting for? Come on in, welcome home. You are loved, you belong here now. No matter where you've been, come on in. All right. You'll find a place of rest in the arms of spirit. God's waited so long for your homecoming day. God knows the peace you seek and the hurt you're feeling. Spirit wants to hold you and to wipe your tears away. Where the Father waits with open arms. God is calling out your name. Come on in, welcome home. You are loved, you belong here now. No matter where you've been, come on in. Well, there's room enough in the house of love for someone just like you. Ooh. Come on in, welcome home. You are loved to belong here now. No matter where you've been, come on in, welcome home. You are loved, you belong here now. No matter where you've been, come on in. Come on with your hands, unity, come on. Come on in, welcome home. You are loved, you belong here now. No matter where you've been, come on in, welcome home. You are loved, you belong here now. No matter where you've been, so come on in.
Good morning, Unity. Yes. Thank you for that warm welcome. I'm Rita Durocher, for those of you who don't know me, and I want to welcome you to Unity of Pompano Beach. Thank you for being here with us today in the sanctuary, and welcome to those of you who are watching us online. Say hi, everybody. Hello. Unity, for those who don't know, Unity is a positive, practical approach for spiritual living, one that honors universal truths in all religions and respects everyone's right to a spiritual path. We here at Unity of Pompano are a dynamic fellowship centered in the active spiritual practice of love, truth, gratitude, and service to others. Today, we're going to have a special treat. Yay. Our own Reverend Darby Mackenzie Line is going to be delivering this message for us today. Darby is a essential oils practitioner. She performs sound healings. She's our director of operations, and today she's going to give the lesson for us. So thank you, Darby. She is also my partner in crime when we go to symphonies and such things. So good stuff. Let me see. Darby, if you will pray us in, please, I'd appreciate it.
Good morning, Unity of Pompano. Let me be the third person to say that this morning. Happy Sunday, happy solstice, happy summer. So let's just close our eyes and take a nice deep breath and breathe into that place within us that is gratitude. Gratitude for the opportunity to be here today on this beautiful Sunday morning. The opportunity to share in inspiration, in music, and in words, and in fellowship with each other, and with those who are not with us physically, but we know they are with us in spirit, because in spirit there is no separation. And we give thanks this morning for the seasons, for this new season of summer. And we look forward to the long days of light, long days of sunlight, and of course the days of rain, which make our flowers and trees and bushes here in Florida so lush and so full. For these things and for so, so much more, we say thank you, God, and so it is.
Thank you, Darby. It is my honor to be here today for another trip around the sun. Today is my birthday. Yay. Before another little birdie puts it out there, I'm going to tell it, yes, today is my birthday. So thank you, everybody, for allowing me to enjoy my birthday with this wonderful fellowship and wonderful music led today by Mr. Jon Rose.
Yes. James isn't here this morning, so I'll be introducing, of course, like she said, Mr. Jon Rose on the piano. We have the amazing Mr. Jeff on bass today. He's usually sometimes on the drums, but he's a multi-talented man. And we have Mr. Goetz on the drums. And me, hi, Deanette, what's up? I forgot.
Thank you, Deanette, for introducing the band. And as we can tell, Deanette is not going to be up here much longer. She's going to be having her little one shortly in July. So
July 7th will be my last service with you guys. Just for a little bit, I'll be back, and I'll bring the baby.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. We appreciate you as always. Is there anyone here for the first time? I happen to have met one young lady who is here for the first time visiting. Please raise your hands if you would so we can welcome you. And someone from our welcoming committee is a gentleman up front, Sal, this gentleman right in the front. Our welcoming committee are giving you a welcoming card. Thank you for coming. Please join us after the service so that you can receive a special little gift from us and learn more about Unity. We'll have a welcoming committee out in the narthex and over in Fellowship Hall. Is there anyone here visiting for the second or third time? Well, welcome everybody anyway. We have some newcomers and we have people who are visiting us again. We welcome all of you. Let me see, I am lost on my little, it's my birthday, forgive me. If you're on Zoom and it's your first time, please enter your email address in the chat box if you would like to receive information or be added to our mailing list. As usual, every Sunday after service, please join us in Fellowship Hall right through the breezeway doors next door for some conversation, community, coffee, tea, snacks. We have some good food over there, so you're welcome to come to Fellowship Hall. Next slide. We have a special workshop that's coming up, a sound healing journey featuring our own Shelly Francis. Shelly's back in the back, wave high. And our own Darby Mackenzie line. Those two ladies will be taking us on a sound healing journey on Sunday, July 13th. The time on the slide is incorrect. The time is actually 12:30. So please come at 12:30 on Sunday the 13th. And a fee of $25 you can pay. You can register online. Next slide. Prayer chaplaincy training will take place in July on the 13th, the 15th, the 20th, and the 27th. Please, even if you're not going to be a prayer chaplain, consider taking the training. It is wonderful training to take because Unity is based on prayer, and it's a good idea to take the prayer chaplain training. Please contact the office if you are interested. Next Sunday, yay, we have Friendship Sunday, and we're going to have a holiday cookout. We're going to have hamburgers, hot dogs, and all of us will bring the rest. You can sign up in the narthex. It's a sign-up sheet to bring salads or desserts or whatever you want to bring. We're going to have a good time next Sunday, July 2nd. Please bring a friend and sign up in the narthex. Email or call the office if you would like to bring something. So we'll know how many people are coming and what we can expect to have goodies to celebrate July 4th. Any more slides? I'm not sure. No? That is it for the slides. Okay. Please, John is going to lead us, the band is going to lead us in a congregational song. If you'd like to please stand.
So feel free to sing. Yes, stand and join us. I love myself so much that that I can love you so much, that you can love you so much, that you can start loving me. I love myself so much, that I can love you so much, that you can love you so much, that you can start loving me. I love myself so much, that I can love you so much, that you can love you so much, that you can start loving me. I love myself so much, that I can love you so much, that you can love you so much, that you can start loving me. Come on. I love myself so much, that I can love you so much, that you can love you so much, that you can start loving me. I love myself so much, that I can love you so much, that you can love you so much, that you can start loving me.
Thank you. I'm going to read today's daily word for Sunday, June 25th. Today's daily word is joy. I am blessed with indwelling joy. In John's gospel, Jesus prays his disciples and all who receive their message will experience for themselves the joy he knows. I share in Jesus' joy as I remember I am a living expression of the divine, created in God's image and likeness, just as Jesus was. My ability to express love, life, wisdom, and all other qualities of God is limited only by my willingness to live from my spiritual nature. I am one with God and one in the allness of God with all people everywhere. The joy Jesus described remains with me no matter what is happening around me. I know wholeness in the midst of illness, abundance amid the appearance of lack. Even sadness in the aftermath of loss cannot overtake my joy. And today's scripture from John 15, verse 11, I have said these things to you so that my joy may be in you and that your joy may be complete.
The color of my eyes, I am not the skin on the outside, I am not my age, I am not my race, my soul inside is love. Divinity defined, I am the God on the inside, I am a star, a piece of it all. I am light, I am light.
Now I invite you to close your eyes, if you haven't done so already. And take a slow, deep breath. Allow your body to relax into the seat beneath you as you focus your awareness on your breath, how it fills you and empties you, fills and empties like the tides of the sea, like the phases of the moon. And allow your breath to gently caress any place inside of you that's experiencing tension or discomfort. Pull that breath around those places and let it lift it and breathe it out. Let it go. And on your next breath in, take in our word for the day, joy. Joy is your birthright. You were born for joy. You were created to dance and to laugh and to smile. Joy is the lightness of our being. And I invite you now to bring into your heart space a moment or a person or a place that brought you deep, full joy, and experience that with all of your senses as you bring it into your heart. Feel it in every cell, the fullness of joy. And hear these words from the poet Hafiz. I was created for joy. I was created to smile, to love, to be lifted up, and to lift others up. I was created for joy. I was created for joy. And bring those words deep into your heart and into the silence now. And as you begin to return your awareness to this space, know that the joy that you have felt is with you always, and you can recall this moment and the fullness of that joy anytime. So when you're ready, start wiggling your fingers, your toes, and gently open your eyes.
There is a candle in every soul, some brightly burning, some dark and cold. There is a spirit who brings a fire, ignites a candle, and makes it home. Carry your candle, run to the darkness, seek out the helpless, confused and torn, and hold out your candle for all to see it. Take your candle and go light the world. Take your candle and go light your world. frustrated brother. See how he's tried to light his own candle some other way. See now your sister, she's been robbed and lied to, still holds a candle without a flame. So carry your candle, run to the darkness, seek out the lonely, the tired and worn, and hold out your candle for all to see it. Take your candle and go light your world. Take your candle and go light your world. So, 'cause we are a family whose hearts are blazing. So let's raise our candles and light up the sky, shining with Christ's light and filled with Spirit. We'll be a beacon of love and light. Carry your candle, run to the darkness, seek out the hopeless, deceived and poor. Hold out your candle for all to see it. Oh, take your candle and go light the world. Take your candle and go light the world. Carry your candle, run to the darkness, seek out the hopeless, confused and torn. Hold out your candle for all to see it, and light your world. Take your candle and go light your world. Take your candle and go light your world. Baby brain, sorry.
Thank you, band. It's so great to see people in different roles this morning. It's like confusing, right? Anyway, I was so happy when James suggested that song for today, because it really kind of works with what I want to talk about today. You know, we talk a lot about light in unity, don't we? We heard that beautiful song, I Am Light. We hear that many Sundays leading into our meditation, and it really just invites us to remember the essence of who we are. We are divinity defined. We are the God on the inside. We are light. And we say in the prayer of protection, the light of God surrounds us. We are the light of God. And we even have a sign. You probably have seen it so many times you don't see it anymore. Right at the end of the breezeway, right over this door here. Anybody remember what that says? You are the light of the world. What words to remember, right? And the Gospel of Matthew tells us that Jesus spoke those words to a whole crowd of people that were gathered on the hillside to hear him speak. Chances are he didn't know most of them, but he said those words anyway. You are the light of the world, all of you, all of us. And then he said, let your light shine. He didn't say, let the light shine. He said, let your light shine. It was like he was saying, see who you are, see who your unique, beautiful spark is. Shine it into the world so that you inspire the world. So that's where I was when I went to bed last night. I had all these nice thoughts in my mind. And Spirit has this habit of waking me up at the weirdest times. This morning it was 4 o'clock. And we really have to have a conversation to get on the same time zone, because Spirit woke me up with this startling realization that I don't even know what light is. I don't understand it at all. What is light? Is it a thing? What is it? So at 4 o'clock, I'm lying in bed with my phone, Googling, what is light made of? And I got a really interesting hit. And the first thing that this particular site said was, this has been debated by scientists for generations. And I felt better immediately, like it's not just me, okay? But then it also said, that the answer to the question of, is light energy or is it matter? The answer to that question is yes. It's both, and it's neither. It has elements of energy, elements of physical things, but it's not completely either one. But you put them together, and you get light. So all of a sudden, I had this awareness. All my life, I've heard that Jesus was fully human and fully divine. And I never really understood how anybody could be that way until that moment at 4 o'clock in the morning. I get it now. We are spiritual beings, and we are physical beings. We're not one, and we're not the other. We're both. We are a unit. And then I got this image in my head of a surgeon with gloves. You know the gloves that surgeons wear that are so tight you can practically see their fingertips, and it has to be that way so they can do what they need to do. But when you look at it, it almost looks like it's just a hand. You don't even see the glove. It looks like one thing. But it's two. It's a hand and a glove. But it's also a gloved hand. So here's the thing. It's a single unit called a gloved hand, but it's two things. And the glove does the bidding of the hand, right? The hand and the mind behind the hand tells it what to do. But the glove also keeps the hand safe in the surgical field and keeps the patient safe so that the surgeon can do what the surgeon is there to do. And I just got this huge awareness that that's what we are. We are body and we are spirit. We are light and we are physical. And so then I suddenly understood what it meant, what that song is about, to shine your light. Let your light shine in the world as you, as your physical container. It's this. And we know that this is not all of what we are. This body is the vessel that carries us, and it's the filter through which our light shines. So everybody shines their light a little bit differently. And that is a beautiful thing, because how boring our world would be if we all did the same thing. So it's about this physical container, and the glove, if you want, and the vessel and the filter. And that image really stuck with me, because we all have AC units, right? We know we have to change the filters, or what happens? The air doesn't flow. And if our filter gets gunked up, spirit, our light, can't flow out. So that's why it's hard, because here we are, these light-filled beings in a physical body. And because we're in a 3D human experience, the filter gets clogged sometimes. And we have to continually bring ourselves back to center, to remember who we are, to remember what our light is. But sometimes it's hard to even see our light, isn't it? Have you ever had those moments like, who am I? What am I here for? I don't know. But that's what the human 3D experience does, and stuff just gets in the way. And it reminds me of the story of the Golden Buddha. How many of you have heard that story? Yeah, a few of you have. It's about back in, I think it was 13th century Thailand, there was this enormous solid gold statue of the Buddha. They say it was 3 meters high, almost 9 feet. And it was at a temple sort of remotely located. And the monks who tended the temple had gotten word that there were invaders on the way, and so they knew they were going to have to leave. But before they left, they got mud, and they painted it all over this golden statue because they wanted to protect it and keep it safe. And by the time the mud dried into clay, it just looked like a great big giant clay statue of the Buddha that nobody would really be interested in. They intended to come back, and they never did. And over the centuries, the jungle took over the temple and the Buddha, and it was lost to the world until 1955, when a bunch of archaeologists found the site and started excavating it. And in the process, they needed to move the Buddha from here over to here for whatever reason to get it out of the way. So they devised some big system with pulleys and ropes and hoists and cranes, and they lifted it, and something happened, a rope slipped, and part of it fell. And when it fell, a big crack developed in the side, and they thought they had destroyed this fabulous ancient relic until one of the workers said, "Look." And you could see the gold coming through. So they cleaned it off, they restored it, and it's now actually in a temple in Bangkok for all the world to see. And if we can have the slide, it'll show you what it looks like. It's pretty spectacular. If you can imagine, that thing is like 9 feet tall, weighs about 2 tons. And I share that story because, I don't know, I've felt that way sometimes. I've felt like that golden Buddha. I have known that I have a golden, shining essence. But boy, there are layers and layers of mud and sludge and old stuff. Anybody with me? Thank you. So that is what happens. You know, the words and the people and the incidents, the things we experience along the way that try to convince us that we're not enough. We're not tall enough, or skinny enough, or pretty enough, or smart enough, or whatever not enough to do what we are here to do. That we're not here. We shouldn't be shining because we're not enough. I've been there, I've done that, and I will tell you right now that I have those moments to this day. There's mornings I wake up and I'm like, I don't know what my purpose is. I don't know why I'm here. What is the point? And then I take a breath and I reach over to my night table and I grab my daily word and I reset my day. Because that really, isn't that why we're here? It's why we come here every Sunday. It's why we take the classes and study the books. We read our daily word, we pray, we meditate to strengthen our connection with Source so that we can chip away those layers of mud that try to hide our magnificence. To remember that no matter who we are, where we're from, what we've done, or what we've been through, we are enough. We are more than enough to shine our one-of-a-kind light and to make a difference in the world. And I'd like to give you a couple of examples of people who inspire me by doing just that. The first one is my beautiful daughter-in-law, Yamilette is her name. She was born in one of the worst neighborhoods in Caracas, Venezuela, which is one of the most dangerous cities in the world. And by the grace of God and a strict mother and some good people, she and her siblings were given the most valuable, precious gift a child in that part of the world could ever receive, an education. Yamilette completed a degree in engineering in Venezuela, and then she got a scholarship to come to the United States and do another degree, this one in business. And along the way, she met, fell in love with, and married the handsomest, brightest, most wonderful young man in all of Philadelphia, and that's how I got to be her proud mother-in-law. She worked a variety of jobs in management and accounting, business, and they were good jobs, but nothing that really was inspirational for her. And in 2015, she returned to Venezuela to visit her family, and she saw something that changed her. She saw young children digging through piles of garbage to find something to eat. She saw children 8, 9 years old rummaging through heaps of trash to find anything that they could sell for pennies to supplement their parents' average wage of $15 a month. And her heart just cracked open, but she didn't think there was anything she could do. So she ended up coming back and trying to not think about it so much. But last summer, when she went back, she saw the same thing but multiplied. And she discovered that that $15 a month is really worth $5 a month, raising a family on $5 a month in a country with massive inflations. It was unimaginable, and her heart this time said, we're doing something. So when she came back 1 year ago, she opened a 501c3 nonprofit organization called the Del Carmen Foundation. Carmen is her middle name. And the purpose of the foundation is to provide the poorest children in Venezuela with a better life, primarily through education and through group sports, which is the best way to keep children away from crime, which is constantly trying to drag them in. In their first year, the foundation raised enough money to help 1,100 children. This took the form of 100 backpacks filled with school supplies, more than 200 items of clothing, 100 dictionaries, 60 soccer balls and pieces of other sports equipment, 500 toys for Christmas gifts for children who had never in their lives ever received a gift at Christmas. Oh, and food for 300 children in 1 year. Can we show the slide of my beautiful daughter-in-law, please? There she is. With some of the little ones who've received the gifts. And you know, I was talking with Yamilet the other day, and she said, Darby, what I'm doing is so small. It's just never going to be enough, but it's what I can do. To me, that is spirit in the world, speaking and shining the brightest of lights through the experience and the skills and the talents and the heart of a beautiful young woman, and I am so proud to be her mother-in-law. And if you would like to know more, little shameless plug, here is the website where you can go and find more. They're also on Facebook and Instagram. And just read about the good stuff that they're doing. It's really, this is spirit shining light in the world as my daughter-in-law. And the second story that I would like to share with you is a little closer to home. Actually, it's a lot closer to home. It's about a quiet ministry that goes on in this church every week. It's a ministry of compassion, tough love, hard work, and dignity. And I'm talking about the volunteer work of Peggy Smith, who coordinates our community service workers. Every week, people show up here to do their volunteer service hours that were assigned by the Broward County probation officers, most of them for DUIs. And for most of these folks, and I see we have some here today, and I'm so glad you're here, you know, sometimes we all kind of mess up, right? We do things that didn't work out, and we have to find a way to make it right. So through community service, this is one of the ways. And we are so blessed to have community service workers who are here. The community service people who work here in the church, it's an average of 30 or 40 hours a week that we benefit from. That's why our facilities are spotless all the time. They work so hard to keep our facility clean. And you know what? Peggy works right with them. She's told me many times, she said, I will never ask anybody to do something I wouldn't do myself. So she's right in there working with them. And a lot of times folks come here and they don't know exactly what to expect, because some of them, I have heard stories of other places where they've gone to work, do community service hours, and they're treated horribly. In inhumane conditions, they're not allowed to take breaks, they're not allowed to they're not given water. So they come here not knowing what the heck this is going to be, and then they meet Peggy. Peggy does make them work, I will tell you that. But she feeds them. She feeds them lunch, she gives them a snack, she gives them a break. Most of all, she treats them with respect. And I've heard her tell people many times just what I just said, you know, you screwed up, you made a mistake. We all do that. The key is to learn from your mistake and not do it again. End of discussion, let's get to work. It's not uncommon when someone has finished their community service hours as they're getting ready to go out the door for the last time to turn around with tears to hug Peggy and thank her. And it's not uncommon for some of our community service graduates to come back just to say hello. These are wonderful people. They've got homes, jobs, families, and they tell Peggy what's going on with their kids. They show her pictures. Peggy becomes part of their life. and they become part of Peggy's life. And what I just want to say is, to me, this is how you bless lives. This is ministry, and this is Peggy shining the light of God the way only Peggy can. We can show the picture. And I share these stories with you, yes, because they're so inspirational, but also because they're stories of ordinary people like all of us, who are doing what their hearts are calling them to do, to shine their light in their own unique way to make the world a better place. And they're just two people. There's light everywhere. I just look around here and I see light everywhere. I see light in the faces of our greeters and ushers and our ambassadors and the people running the media in the back of the room and our musicians singing and playing instruments and the bookstore and the fellowship, and everywhere in this church there are people who are shining their light in their own way as themselves. And there's so much more to come as we are growing to whatever it is that's next for Unity of Pompano. I can't wait to see how much more light comes forward, because there is more light needed. There is more light needs to be shown here in this community. And if you're not sure where to shine your light here, just ask and we will help you find a way. There's more light needed in the world, heaven knows. Just turn on the news, right? And it's easy to get overwhelmed when you turn on the news and see all that and to say, what difference can I possibly make? What good is my light? Where can I shine my light where anybody will care? Again, just ask. Go inside. Go to that still place where you connect with Source, where you connect with your inner being, your inner light. And ask the question, how can I help? How can I serve? How can I shine my light? And what am I being called to do? And then listen. Keep your eyes and your ears and your heart open, because the answers will come. Because the world needs your light. Your light, exactly your light. Your gifts, your talents, your strengths, maybe even your weaknesses, who knows? The world needs you the way you shine the Christ light, as only you can do. So open your heart to what's possible. Be ready to say yes when Spirit calls, because if you ask, Spirit's going to call. But if you choose to play safe and keep your light hidden to yourself, all the glory that's you will be lost to the world, like that golden Buddha hidden in the jungle for centuries. Beautiful, safe, but of no use. So take a chance. Step out and let your light shine, even if you think it doesn't matter. It does. Even if you think you can't, you can, because you have everything you need to do what Spirit is calling you to do. A wise mentor of mine once said, "You are an agent of the holy, a source of the sacred, an energy of love." And as the poet Rumi once wrote, "Stop acting so small. You are the universe in ecstatic motion." You are brilliant. You are magnificent. So shine your light. Who knows? You might change the world. God bless.
Wow. Thank you, Darby. And we are so blessed that she and Peggy and all of the other servers here at Unity of Pompano Beach continue to shine their light every Sunday, every day, all the time. Thank you, everybody. And now is our time to shine our light and give back after such an inspiring message. As the ushers come forward, we'll remind you that there are a few ways to give that you can see from the slide. You can write a check or give cash during the service, there's a donate button on the unityofpompanobeach.org website. And please don't forget to also donate to the Reserve Fund that also has a button on the unityofpompanobeach.org website. That Reserve Fund is for capital projects that we're going to be engaging in, and we need to do an assessment first. You can pay online using bill pay. You can pay during the mail. You can press the give button. A number of ways. Please don't forget to give. And that's it. We're going to do our offertory song. Thank you. Yes. See? This is what happens when you wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning and you're not Darby. We're going to do our offertory blessing because I have, anyway. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. That means you shouldn't do this when it's your birthday.
If you've been alone and scared, but felt the power of answered prayers, let your light shine, let your light shine. If you've ever been betrayed, and somehow you held on to faith, let your light shine, let your light shine. If you've known a love that said goodbye, you lost count of tears you've cried, but somehow made it to the other side. Let your light shine, let your light shine, let your light shine. Let your light shine, let your light shine, let your light shine. Anywhere this life may lead you, don't hold back, cause someone needs you. Let your light shine, let your light shine, let your light shine. If you felt the pain of loss, but find a way to not give up, let your light shine, let your light shine. If you face the midnight of your faith, but you made it to another day, let your light shine. Let the whole world know it's gonna be alright. Let your light shine, let your light shine, let your light shine. Let your light shine, let your light shine, let your light shine. Anywhere this life may lead you, don't hold back, cause someone needs you. Let your light shine, let your light shine, let your light shine. Every single one of us is going through some crazy stuff. Sometimes we just need a friend. You never know when someone else is walking where you've been yourself, so let them know it's not the end. Keep burning bright. So let your light shine, let your light shine, let your light shine. Let your light shine, let your light shine, let your light shine. Anywhere this life may lead you, don't hold back, cause someone needs you. Let your light shine, let your light shine, let your light shine. Every single one of us is going through some crazy stuff. Sometimes we just need a friend. You never know when someone else is walking where you've been yourself, so let them know it's not the end. Let your light shine, let your light shine, let your light shine.
Thank you.
Thank you, Deanette. Thank you, band. We appreciate you. As the service comes to a close, I'd like to ask our chaplains to stand and go to the side aisles. As I forgot to mention earlier, prayer is very important to Unity of Pompano Ministries. The prayer chest, which was brought forward earlier, our chaplains will pray over your prayer requests, and then they are sent to Unity Worldwide Headquarters, where they are prayed over for 30 days. Our chaplains here in the sanctuary would be happy to pray affirmatively with you at the end of the service, and we have a chapel over in the next building where they would be happy to pray with you. Please join me, Darby, if you want to come up, and we'll do the prayer for protection and then the peace song. Join me. The light of God surrounds us. We are the light of God. The love of God enfolds us. We are the love of God. The power of God protects us. We are the power of God. The presence of God watches over us. We are the presence of God. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. With God as creator, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be a joyous vow to take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Unity, unity, it's Rita's birthday. It's Rita's birthday. Join us in singing happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Rita. Happy birthday to you. We love you so much. Woo! Have a beautiful Sunday, Unity. See you in the next one. Hey, come on.
Thank you, everybody. Join us in Fellowship Hall.
Blessings are falling, are falling, are falling. Blessings are falling like a sweet, sweet rain. Blessings are falling, are falling, are falling on me. Beauty is falling, is falling, is falling. Beauty is falling like a sweet, sweet rain. Beauty is falling, is falling, is falling on me. Oh Lord, I receive your blessing. Oh Lord, I receive your grace.